Hello, guys. Welcome to another episode of Football Kings. Unfortunately, Kingsley called in sick. He's not around today. Liverpool fans are not around today. Anyways, we'll go through the games that happened in the weekend. There are new games coming up. Obviously, we'll go talk through any of those, and we'll talk about things that are happening. We'll just discuss. I'll give you my opinion. It might not be a long stream, but yeah. Yesterday was the Super Bowl. Really interesting, but at the same time, yeah, I would say Liverpool Man City had eh, Liverpool Man City had close to 750 million views, right? And you had the Super Bowl having about 220 million views. So, and it's just a Premier League game. It's just a Premier League game. So, what are we talking about? So, at the end of the day, match week 25 Premier League game, they have obviously, more views. So, yeah, the Premier League in terms of the football is just so superior. So, there's nothing we can say. But anyways, the weekend, a lot of weekend games happened. Liverpool played. It was I don't know what to call it, but I wouldn't say it was disaster class, but they were just unfortunate. I watched that game and it was Man City were on top of them first half. Like the first half, Man City were totally dominant, right? Second half, they tried. Drew, I'm the only one in the studio today. So if you want to jump in, share your thoughts. Kingsley called in sick, so I think Liverpool fans are still recovering. Yeah, missed too many chances. Missed too many chances. So yeah, and the key thing is what was Allison doing, right? What was Allison doing? Like just leave Nunes. Like he wasn't going to score. He wasn't going. The the biggest thing he would have done was to, and the ball even the ball even went out. That's it. That's the most painful part, right? So at the end of the day, I would prefer the 1-1 draw from that result, but yeah, it was just yeah. I think now um Liverpool fans will start to feel like slot should go. SSB welcome. Unfortunately, Kingsley called in sick today. I don't know, Liverpool fans is still recovering. It's recovering from the loss of the weekend, anyways. But yeah, the game was just a bit weird. I don't know, how did you guys, SSB, how did you see the game? The game was first half, Liverpool were not in that game. It felt as if Man City were at home. Yeah, yeah, not good. Say Liverpool team's defensive structure not good. It just felt as if Liverpool were not they were not at home in the first half. Right, that first half was too bad. The first half was bad. Second half, Liverpool came out, started to play, but it's a four points gap, and Liverpool, Sunderland, away who haven't lost. Yeah, so that's the thing, right? They go away now. Yeah, he redeemed himself. But people would argue that I saw Slot's post match where Slot was saying, "Oh, all day Dominic's like Soboslai's tug of Haaland was a red card, but at the same time, Gay should have gotten a red card. So I don't know how you guys feel about that one. But anyways, Gay did extremely well in spite of the boos he got. And I'm wondering, why are you guys booing him? Like, why? Why are you guys booing him? Why were Liverpool fans booing him? What was the reason? I clearly did not see any reason why they were booing him, right? Yeah, I saw the news on that. So I don't know what's wrong with her. Like, and this is not the first time we're digressing about. This is not the first time she's doing like she's behaving. Yeah, they boot Caicedo as well, but yeah, Liverpool fans, I don't know why. Like, what's the reason for what's the reason what's the reason for you say, Andy, Liverpool is one of the few clubs in England who boo players. Yeah, you guys, but it's weird that you guys are booing players that are not your own. You say Liverpool have put their own players before, right? Liverpool fans are booing, but Liverpool hardly booed. But why are you guys booing players of other clubs, right? So that's the thing. Why are you guys booing players of other clubs, right? So that's the thing. I'm just wondering, right? So that's what I'm wondering. Why are you guys booing Gehi? He decided to go to Manchester City, right? He decided to go to Manchester City. It's his choice. You guys had the opportunity to sign him. You didn't sign him. You didn't pay the bag. You didn't pay. He wanted 300 and something million. But you guys clearly did not want to pay. So what is not his fault. I won't blame him, right? I won't blame him. So he is also a job. Football, in as much as we want to talk about, in as AB has arrived. He said he went to a better club. In as much as he wants to play football, he loves the game. It's a job. Football is a job. Let's be honest with ourselves. It's a job. Do you get what I'm saying? The brother must earn his living, weekly pay. He must earn his living, right? Kingsley bottled the shocking beer. He's not here today. He called in sick. Last minute, he called in sick. Yeah, right? The Kingsley bottled the shocking behavior. M&B, AB has arrived. See, I thought Soboslai's free kick in the Arsenal game was deja vu. It was really good. And that would have been, man, that would have been a wonderful end to that game because he scores a free kick. He gets, do you get what I'm saying? Liverpool gets the 3 points. It would have been nice, but Man City, if you don't stay switched on, they hurt you. And that's what they did to Liverpool. Yeah. And you know the funny thing, I've had them. No, it's still too early. It's still open, right? It's still open. Like Man, you could go on a losing streak, or Chelsea could go on a losing streak. Aston Villa could go on a losing streak. So to me, it's still open. You see, but Andy, if you look at City War, only two players. That is not good organization. Oh, the wall. I think it was Donnarumma that set it as two people. It was Donnarumma because I saw Donnarumma doing like this. It's Donnarumma that said only two people, right? Because the thing is, he was expecting like that distance is a bit far, right? But maybe he was not expecting that he will shoot it. That's that, right? It will be like a heavy shot, right? That. AB saying, say Andy, do you know if Chelsea wins the rest of their games, they win the league? That's a possibility, but would it happen? I don't think so. I don't think so because you look at Rhys James now. Rhys James is injured. The club are covering it. I know Liam said though he's not feeling well today. He's fit, but he's not just feeling well today. I don't buy it, but maybe he's right. He doesn't look like someone that would lie, but the club themselves, we don't know, right? So, um, Rhys James is injured. Talk about Garnacho not performing, even if he's around, it makes no difference, right? You have Gittins when he was around fit, he wasn't doing anything. So let's call a spade, right? So Gittins is not of any use. So in front already, we're already lean, right? The lap I was going through the laps. I was going through the laps record as a Chelsea player today. It's really bad. Like this brother has, I don't know how many yellow cards I even saw, but he has more yellow cards than even tackles in the league. I think he's not made more than 3 tackles or 4 tackles in the league this season. I don't know, like successful tackles, but he has about like 14 fouls or something, and maybe 5 yellow cards. He's really terrible. He's really terrible. And now I saw reports. Which I'm sure you guys saw the reports today about Nicholas Jackson, right? Bayern are not interested in extending his making him permanent. So should we just get Nicholas Jackson? That's food for thought, right? But apart from that, Yeah, it's a CFC game. I say I don't think Villa, United, and Chelsea will lose many games for the remainder of the season. Yes, but we don't know, right? Those three are more. So the way I look at it is even even with City from second to fifth, whatever, you need to be is the people that are most consistent, right? It's the people that are most consistent that will finish in top four. Aston Villa, they've started to show signs of crack. They started to crack, like people have been predicting. I know Ikena, so many people, even okay, Drew is even predicting saying say Villa would drop off and focus on Europa League. The crack has started to show. I thought maybe they will go all the way, but 14 games, it feels like, or maybe I'm just wrong. They might go on another winning run again, right? They did the how many games? 13 games unbeaten. So can they do it again? So that's a question we should answer. Is Villa able to do it again? That's the key thing, right? But we don't know about Villa. CFC game, I say, I think Chelsea will sign Morgan Rogers, Sinesi, and Liao. I've been seeing the news. Don't get these guys, Blue FC. Don't let them don't get entangled. They dang the carrots, right? And I don't think so. Say, did City win or did Liverpool lose the game? Do you get where I'm coming from? Um, the way I look at that game is a that's a textbook football game in the sense that first half your team is not going well. You enter the dressing room, you're mad, you're crazy about what they are doing. Few tweaks, not heavy tweaks, but just about. I said it a day before the game. I said that game is all about mentality. It's not about City being superior or no. It's all about mentality. And it showed first half, Liverpool just allowed City to play. Towards first half, Liverpool started to try something. Second half, Liverpool came out and played. At least the maybe first 30 minutes or 35 minutes of the second half, Liverpool really played. Right? They got a goal. They were ahead. But what happens? They switch off. Do you get? And they had a chance to get second goal. But yeah, Liverpool lost. I would say Liverpool lost the game, right? Because if you look at it, Allison, the 2-1 is Allison. Why is he making that kind of tackle? Why? Like, just leave him. There's no point, right? At the end of the day, he now went to go and I just think it was a bad idea. He went forward after the opportunity had gone. He still stayed forward. I'm like, why are you staying forward? Right? And that now has cost Superstar a red card. Like it just shows kind of like the last 2 minutes or 3 minutes of the game, it just feels like an amateur setup. Your keeper has gone forward to nod. It didn't come out well, or the nothing came out from it. Just stay back, right? Just stay back. There's no point still staying forward. No defense, nothing, right? Stay back. Right, you say Ekitike, the striker, has failed to score in any of the big games this season versus Inter, versus Man City, versus Real Madrid, versus Man City, versus Aston Villa, versus Man United, versus Chelsea, versus Atletico, versus Arsenal. He's going to pick up. He say City is not sustainable to me. I've been talking about City, right? I've been talking about City. Let's be honest with them. Any serious team would beat Manchester City. And that's the thing, if Arsenal does not beat City in City's house, then they don't win this league. Because they can beat City. They can. They can. Right? I just felt like Liverpool fumbled the bag towards the end. And it feels like there's really nobody for an slot to. That's another thing I saw. Maybe City were bringing on people that could change the game. It's not like they changed the game in a very drastic manner, but you could see, even if it's for to come on and run. Do you get what I'm saying? The energy to come on and you are running. Just add some more legs, some more energy to the midfield, defense, attack. Right? It's very important in the game, especially at that time when you're getting towards the end, people are tired. It's not just you're not just talking of physical fatigue. There's also mental fatigue for players. So you bring in new people. Typically, you love to change at that time. Bring in new people, not because they are the best in the world or that sort of thing, but they will come on and give you something. They will come on and run. They will come on and add some energy. And that energy lifts the group as a whole, right? Because the more you start winning more balls, like you are winning second balls, you are winning first balls, it gives you an opportunity, and you are very more direct and positive. It gives you an opportunity to push forward. And when you push forward, what happens? You create chances, right? But Liverpool, really, who is an slot bringing up from the bench? He brought on Curtis Jones. Okay, you can argue Curtis Jones is decent, right? But apart from Curtis Jones, which other person did he bring on? Chiesa, right? So yeah. So guys, we're going to have our prediction stream today because we have few games happening tomorrow. So we'll run through some of the games that are happening. CFC Gamer is saying, see Rodri, okay, no, Drew is saying, okay, CFC Gamer. Let me start from CFC Gamer. Let me go back to, okay, a lot of comments. Let me see. Drew is saying Rodri was so lucky yesterday. He said when things get tough, Kingsley goes missing. Typical Liverpool fan. Oh my God, AB. He said this is why Liverpool needs his sack. Ekitike is not ready. Hmm. Kings probably hung over from Super Bowl. See, I think City would win the league because that Pep guy is very good at the end. I think Man City is smelling blood against Liverpool. I saw Rodri, Mamouche, and Semenyo playing very well. True, true. See, Rodri was Rodri has not been himself. Let's put it like that, right? CFC Gamer is saying Man City attack is very dangerous. Man City very dangerous at the back towards the end of the season. True, but I will not put my money on Man City this season. Yes, the only thing is that Arsenal, except they fumble the bag again. If they fumble the bag, then Ateta should just leave the club because he's not good enough, right? AB saying, say the league is between Arsenal, City, Villa, and Chelsea. You what of United? You don't put United into the mix. United have one game per week, right? Um, Drew is saying, he said, Liam Rosino, I love this job. I'm enjoying it. I'm not afraid to be myself. If I wear glasses, if I sound a little bit over the top when I speak, or I articulate myself in a certain way, or I don't look like a manager, it doesn't bother me at all. Yeah, I saw the post match of was not was it oh yeah, it was his post match where Kopama came and Kopama was standing. I don't know if you guys watched that video, and it was really funny, right? So yeah, he said if anyone doubts Pep and trusts Ateta, is a deluded person, 100%. But CFC Gamer, the key thing is that Ateta has been finishing second, right? You can't tell me Arsenal. I won't say Arsenal typically has a better team, but on paper as a team, the way they are structured, organized, they're a very good side. I think they are better than the City side. City they're still building their team. They still look wobbly in a way, right? You say, come on now. You say, come on now, and you see Luke Shaw winning the league. I don't see it. I want to see, AB, we're going into predictions now. Let's go into predictions, right? I'm curious to see, and we'll probably have Ash. Ash is scheduled to come on tomorrow. Hopefully, Kingsley is back in the studio. I'm curious to see the way United play against West Ham, right? I'm curious to see. That is what I really want to see. How do they play against West Ham, right? Okay, so let's when you see him tomorrow, we'll see. He called in sick last minute. So yeah. Say Kingsley, run far away. We haven't heard a single word since the City match on Sunday. We had the Super Bowl, right? So that's why. So even when Arsenal are struggling, Rice and Zubimendi can pull a long shot out. United versus West Ham. Okay, let's go into predictions. Let's dive into predictions. So the first game we're going to be predicting, let's say predict Chelsea Leeds. I didn't have anything, so I'm going to just predict on the fly as you guys are predicting. I'm also predicting. So Chelsea Leeds head to head. Let's see what people that are available for Chelsea. Injuries. Let me see what people injured for Chelsea. I'm just curious. Um, Rich James is out. At least that's what the manager said. He's not feeling so well, right? Um, Gittins obviously not that it makes a difference to anyone. Garnacho, okay, Garnacho is fit. I'm just pulling it up. I just want to see the injuries. Levi Colwell, Gittins, Sugo, Lavia, Philip Jorgensen, Rich James. That's a 50-50. Okay, Santos was injured 50-50. Tosin 50-50. Yeah. So basically the same people that we know, right? Um, to be honest with you, Leeds Chelsea is always feisty, right? But the only thing I think about in this game is this is the 10th game I gave Rosinho, right? I think this is the one I would use to judge him because the Wolves game, in as much as we won 3-1, 3-1, second half we were too casual. We can't be casual with Leeds. We cannot be casual with Leeds, right? We lost the first leg. The second leg is a time to go out and play, right? Angry that we lost the first leg. I want to see mentality. I want to see people running. I want to see like guys willing to. Leeds have to lose at Stamford Bridge because we lost in their house. They can't like collecting points from us home and away will be bad, right? So typically Rosinho has shown that he can win the smaller teams, right? So maybe I'll go Chelsea 2-1, right? But we see. So Chelsea 2-1. Let's know your predictions. CFC Gamer is saying okay, Fox is saying 2-1 Leeds, obviously. CFC Gamer is saying 3-0 Chelsea win. Parma Estavo will exploit the spaces 100%. Leeds would high press, and that would be their downfall. But they use five at the back, right? So we'll see how Rosinho approaches that game. The next game we'll be going to is Everton Bournemouth. Everton Bournemouth. What do you guys think of this one? Everton Bournemouth. Um, this is I don't know. Everton won their last game. Everton Bournemouth. Oh, it's 1-1. Yeah. Everton lost the last. Okay. Everton won the last game the last time they met, the first leg in Bournemouth's house. If I was to go for this one, I'll go for a Bournemouth win, or it could be 2-2, right? It could be 2-2, right? It could be 2-2, right? But I'll go for Bournemouth win. But at the same time, I want to go for Bournemouth win, but it feels like Bournemouth can't even win a game. Everything are just draws and draws and draws. So, but I'll just go for a Bournemouth win. I believe they can win this one. To be honest, if they can't win this game, then which other game are they winning? I'll say 3-2 Bournemouth, right? CFC, Drew is saying draw. That's the easiest result to go to. Say Liverpool could hold lead more than 6 minutes. Could not hold the lead more than 6 minutes. Foxy, why are you coming after me? Say if Leeds win, Andy will go sick next day. No, you know me. I don't pray it happens, but I will. I'm coming here to roast Rosinha. I'm not. I don't hide. I'm coming here to speak my mind to roast Rosinha. He's not escaping it. He should be beating Leeds. Leeds now are a very stubborn side. They have to. We we need a professional win, like a professional win that will keep them quiet. Score them quick goals in the first half, even if it's 1-2-0. You can't score them 1-0 and go into halftime and start rejoicing, thinking the game is over. No, at least 2-0, right? So it's going to be a tough game. Fox is saying, yeah, the Brazilian guy, Ryan, brilliant for Bournemouth, game changer. Yeah, to remember and to score. CFC gamer is saying Foxy. No, Foxy, CFC gamer. Foxy will always predict Chelsea lose. Chelsea loss. You should know that by now. He said, why will I want Chelsea to lose? Leeds are our relegation Oh, that's true. Oh my God. So you guys, no, for Foxy, I don't think you guys are in a relegation battle. But you okay, but I see what you are saying. They are close to you guys on the table. Oh, that's true. That's true. That's true. That's true. I didn't think about that. Let's check the table. Newcastle is 12th on the table with 33 points and Leeds at 29. Wow. Just 4 points. It's really close. I would say it's really close. Right. So, Foxy, you have to support us on this one. Right. If not, it's to your own detriment. So the next game, Tottenham Newcastle. Feels like the vibe I'm getting from Eddie Howe these days. See, if we lose to Spurs, then we definitely lose to Man City. Teams will make a big difference. Teams will make a big difference to us points wise. So the way I look at it now is Eddie Howe. I don't know if he started to doubt himself because I don't know if you Fox, if you watch his press conference, he started to say things like he needs to put in more energy, he needs to do things differently. I'm like, brother, why are you talking in parables? Okay, he's taking responsibility. Do you get what I'm saying? But at the same time, yeah, like this game, to be honest with you, Newcastle should be winning this game because as Spurs, but it will be difficult because Thomas Frank is he's fighting for his job. Thomas Frank is fighting. He's fighting, but Grimarich is back. I think he came back in the last game. Say Eddie Howe burnt out, starting to crack under pressure. Yes, I saw his press conference. I was like, why is this guy talking in parables? Like, brother, like you've. I think Newcastle now are currently at their worst position or worst form. Maybe Foxy will correct me. I think they are their worst form since the Saudi guys took over, right? And the energy of Eddie Howe is not really great, even in the press conference. Like, how are you motivating the players at halftime? How are you motivating them before the game? If you're having this energy, you are not having any energy at all. So, what energy are they feeding off you? There's no energy for them to feed off you because players typically feed off the energy of their coach, right? There's no energy to feed off you. So, I don't know. I don't know. I won't say it's players, but maybe he needs an additional freshness. Jason Tyndale is not really giving him fresh ideas. He might need someone fresh in that dressing room that will give him something different, right? CFC game is saying, I think Wotemade will score 3 goals versus Spurs. Remember, no Romero. Newcastle would have too much for Spurs. Eddie Howe needs to. Lucky saying Eddie Howe needs to give your team like tempo training sessions. Maybe they are tired too. He's so happy for Romero red card. Oh my god, that guy just yeah, he killed the game. To be honest with you, so for this one, I'm going. I'll say, you know, I'm tempted to say a 2-1 Newcastle, but the way Tottenham are now, they fight till the death. Yes, they fight till the death. They keep fighting. So it's hard to even see. I see them scoring 2 goals. I see Newcastle scoring 2 goals. So maybe a 3-2. 3-2 Newcastle. But if Eddie Howe does not win this one, I think it's time to start looking for another manager. Right? Start speaking to Alonso. There are many managers there now. I don't know if Alonso will come to Newcastle, but right, you could have the chat with him. Say, Howe keeps complaining about not having time on the training pitch because of too many games, excuses. No other manager makes this excuse. Eddie Howe is is a one one game a week manager. Yes, and to be honest with you, he really he lacks energy. Like just watching his press, I watched few of them. I watched Anisla's press conference. I watched Liam Rosinho's press conference. I watched Eddie Howe's press conference. Carrick, I started watching his press conference. I've not finished it yet. I'll probably finish it after this stream. But out of all the press conference, even Anislo that lost, the way he lost, Anislo still had energy, right? He's pre match for Sunderland still had energy, right? Eddie Howe was just talking like, "Oh, I'm tired," not saying like that, but the vibe I was getting from him. I'll probably watch Thomas Frank's press conference just to see how Thomas Frank never looks like he's tired. Thomas Frank is even I don't know if I feel like Thomas Frank is under more pressure than Eddie Howe because of the Tottenham fans, right? It's a case of Tottenham. He came into a new club. He's not yet. He doesn't have any currency. Thomas Frank doesn't have any currency yet. He's standing on one leg, right? But you talk about the Newcastle manager. Obviously, he's been there for almost 3 years. He's gotten the fans already love him. He has some currency. He's won a trophy, right? But now I just feel like he's getting to the end. He's spent all the currency he has at the club, or he's getting there where fans will start to think about like, are you really good? Do you really have the energy to continue at top level? Eddie Howe is a good coach, but that's the question. Does he have the energy to continue at top level? Ateta is under much pressure. Like the pressure Ateta is on. I feel like Ateta has the most. People will say I feel like Ateta has one of the most pressure because it's all on him to win the league, and he's put that pressure on himself. So imagine the pressure Ateta has, but still, you see his press conference. He doesn't seem weak. He's not giving up. He has a terrible game or a huge loss. He's bouncing back and he's still talking positive. You still see that energy there. Do you get what I'm saying? So, as it is now, I just feel like at the top level, Eddie Howe, I don't think he's at that level where he's managing it. He can manage a top club or even push Newcastle to that level which they need to get to. Anyways, we spend a lot of time. So my prediction is 3-2, 3-2 Newcastle. I believe Newcastle could win that game, but it depends, right? Maybe it will be 3-2 Spurs because Thomas Frank has more energy, right? So, but then we'll see. The next game we'll be talking about is West Ham Manchester United. I wish there are United fans that will call in, right? But I should be on the stream tomorrow. Scheduled to come on tomorrow. Foxy is saying Wisa was horrendous again. The fans have really turned on him. Wow, call him Misa now. Oh my God! Instead of Wisa, they call him Misa. Oh my days. Lucky is saying, say I've spoke to United players' desire to do what like to achieve something this season. Lucky saying Ateta is helping. Ah, is he helping Ateta in the stress this season? Yeah. But anyways, CFC Gamer is predicting 2-1 United. Um Drew is saying Foxy call into the show. Yes, if you want to call into the show, you can call in. The link is there, right? You don't need to show your face. We nice to hear your opinion. Just chat. I'm the only one in the studio today. So see a 0-0. Wow. Wow. Dara, he said I found Chelsea fan TV by mistake. Kingsley called in sick, so he's not available for today. So it's only the blue corner that is here today, unfortunately. Dara, tell us, how did you see the game? Your honest opinion. It'd be nice for you to jump on the stream and tell us how you felt about the game. I know you always give us some word of wisdom, like calm and analyzed. How do I say it now? Calm, analytical examination of the game. Yeah. Lucky saying our club has personal mentality problem if it comes to dealing with stress. Man U. Yeah. Man U too, as the players have gone through a lot in terms of the pressure and all of that. Um yeah, the Liverpool game, how did you see it? Like, how did you see the Man City Liverpool game? Composed is the word. Thank you. Yeah. So West Ham, Manchester United. To be honest with you, based on if we go based on the way United have been playing, right? I would say maybe it's hard to say. Maybe 2-1 United. Even 3-1 is possible. I would say 3-1 United, right? Because in terms of the talents, United have more. They have more than West Ham. Except Nuno pulls up the impossible, but they have more than West Ham. Let's be honest with you. They have more than West Ham. You say West Ham don't really have any goal threats. So even if United give them chances, I don't see them scoring more than one. And United will score at least two. Yeah, they will create chances. One good thing about United now is they are creating chances, right? They are creating chances. So that's why I'm saying a 3-1 United win because United are creating chances. So yeah. Um Guys, if you want to call into the stream, the link is in the chat. Um just call in and we can talk. You don't need to show your face, just your audio. The next game we're predicting now is, why do I have, okay, okay. I thought I was seeing Liverpool, Manchester United, Manchester City. I was like, did they not just play that game? What's happening here? Oh my gosh, that's funny. So Aston Villa, Brighton. Aston Villa, Brighton. What are our predictions, guys? Aston Villa, Brighton. What are our predictions? Aston Villa, Brighton. Aston Villa, Brighton. What are we predicting? You say, but if that guy Somerville turns up, it's going to be a draw, though. Somerville has really been good. Like, to be honest with you, CFC game, and what do you think? We switch Gittins for Somerville. Switch Gittins for Somerville. So Aston Villa, Brighton, CFC game I say 1-0. If I'm to predict, I think the last game Aston Villa won 4-3. Aston Villa typically they beat Brighton, right? But yes, I'll go for a 3-1, 3-1, 3-1 Aston Villa. 3-1 Aston Villa is what I'll go for. I'm backing Aston Villa on this one. CFC game I saying yes all day. Yeah, like he has good runs. He takes on his man 1v1. When he's to go in, like his eh, movement into the box is good. If he decides to go wide, he's really like he's good. He's improved on that. No, let's put it like that. He has more confidence. But yeah, he's better than the two wingers we have. Unfortunately, two of them have to go. If I don't know if we can sell Ganacho for more than the amount we bought him. I don't know if that's possible. I don't know, right? But yeah, that's the truth. I don't know if we can sell Garnacho for that amount, but Gittins, we've wasted that money. But Somerville has really been good, so we'll see what happens. But I'm backing Aston Villa. I'm backing Aston Villa, a 3-1 Aston Villa win. Brighton are going to fight. It could even be a 3-2, right? Because Brighton, they don't back off, they keep going, right? So that's Brighton for you. Um, Crystal Palace, Burnley. Guys, let's know your predictions in the chat. Crystal Palace, Burnley. What are your predictions? Crystal Palace won narrowly last time, and they really dug in, right? They won Burnley in the first leg. They've always won Burnley, and I think they will beat Burnley again. Maybe a 2-0 win. 2-0, 2-0 Palace. I think. Yeah, same team. Yeah, 2-0 Palace. That's what I'll say. CFC game say Brighton has some very good players. I think we will. I think we'll struggle tactically in that game. One goal for Welbeck. Lucky is saying John Clare Todibo gone. Yeah, they don't have, but Disasi is there. We gave them Disasi. We gave them Disasi to keep them up. But anyways, Disasi needed some football. So we saw Disasi in the last game was really he did well in the last game, was decent. Right? Poor Disasi is an architect of his own misfortune because he's the one that told the club he wanted to leave. They never wanted him to leave. Maresca never wanted him to leave. At the end of the day, he could not win the Conference League, no trophy from the Conference League, that he was the captain for all the group games. He didn't go to the Club World Cup. He could not win anything. Wow. So, say Brighton fans want their manager sacked. Why? Is it that bad? The guy is really young. I know he's really young, like 30, 33. He's really young. So, but I think he's doing a decent job considering the model they have. It's not like you expect Brighton to be consistent every week in, week out. It's a Premier League, right? But he's doing a decent job. Decent job. They are not buying heavy hitters. They are buying younger players. The same thing Chelsea is doing, right? I think Chelsea is even copying them. But what do you guys think? Okay, so what are predictions for Crystal Palace Burnley? I only saw CFC Gamer predicts. Let's drop our predictions in the chat. Next up will be Manchester City Fulham. Manchester City Fulham. What do you guys think? I'm going to go for a surprise prediction in this one. Anyways, Man City is at home. Yeah, it'll be a long day. Man City is at home. But the last game ended 5-4 or 4-5. Man City won them. Man City typically win them. I'll say 3-2 to Manchester City. That's what I'll say. 3-2 Manchester City. Harry Wilson will score one. Yeah, Brighton only won one Premier League game in the last 12. Oh my God. That's crazy. In the last 12. Wow. That's a sackable offense, actually. That's a sackable offense. But the league now is tough now. So I won't blame him so much. But yeah, every fan wants their club to move up, even in spite of not much investments. They still want they still expect the unexpected, or they want the unexpected, right? Next up, we're going to this is a game. This is a game that is very important. Nottingham Forest Wolves. Nottingham Forest Wolves. I listened to the post match of Is Maresca lost three times to the Brighton manager. Andy, what was your opinion on the Super? It was okay. It was okay. Like I said before, the Super Bowl had like 220 million views. Liverpool game had like 750 million views worldwide. So I'm sure people will say, oh, wow, we in North America, the Super Bowl is a big deal to us here, right? It was decent, right? But yeah. So what happened when went to Liverpool? 2-0 Forest. Wolves will get pinned back. Yeah, Foxy is backing Wolves. That's funny. Oh, I know why Foxy is backing Wolves. He doesn't want Forest to win. Because if Forest wins, that's a huge disadvantage. To be honest with you, I think this is a game where Wolves can get something. But I don't know. The manager Rob Edwards, he feels like he's tired. His post match against like the Chelsea game, he looked tired. He looks tired. Like what can I what can I do with these players that they gave me? Right? Um CFC gamer is saying, say Wolves are awful. It was like a training session. Yeah, they were so poor, can't defend, can't press. Exactly. That's why I said the second half was just like it was just casual from I don't it wasn't The vibe I was getting from our players, it feels like we're like two times fitter than them. The way we were passing the ball was much more better. Do you get what I'm saying? So I just like, what the what the heck is happening here? Right? Casual performance from us, but it's because of the opposition, right? So yeah. See, Wolverhampton can't be bothered. He said on you he's a useless boy to look and score some goals. Yeah, against us especially. Uh, SSB saying, Andy, there was some conversation about American owners and if they are good for football or not. Do you think it has been positive or negative? That's a good question. I think for American owners, the way they look at it, American owners, they look at it depends on the American owner you have, right? But all round, I just think based on the culture of the NBA, the NFL here, um, and some other sports here, right? There's kind of like equality. There's more or less like equality. Take for instance the NFL. You can't have. I don't think the NFL has had. Maybe I'm wrong. I can go back and check. One person dominates absolute domination for years. No, it's always rotating. This person becomes good. If they were bad before, after 3 or 4 years, when they do this, their transfers and all of that, it balances out. Those teams that were extremely bad, they become good. They generally flush out the bad players from the league, right? It's different from football where the bad players can still be there, right? Everybody's just looking to get ahead of the other person solely, just getting ahead, obviously, because there's more money for each positions, right? And the way the transfer business is run too is kind of different, right? And the way the American owners run transfer businesses for football, that I'm talking of for football, not soccer now. No, no, yes, for football, Europe for football, it's kind of it's kind of like different. Do you get in the sense that they are trying to bring in that American culture, the way their franchises are in the US and all of that, and in North America, and it's simply different. It's different sports. It's different sports. There's a huge viewership worldwide. Even if the NFL Super Bowl, like even baseball too, the viewership is just different. The money involved is different, whether you like it or not. Liverpool, Manchester City had almost 750 million views worldwide, right? So I think the Americans have brought sort kind of like they brought in different ideology into football, but have they really helped to really progress the sport? I don't think so. I don't think so, right? Because uh, based on the amount of there's a lot of fan base, there's a lot of people that watch the game. So if there's a lot of people, a lot of money is involved, a lot of money is being shared, there's a lot of expectation. So the key thing is, are they living to that expectation based on the amount of viewership and based on the amount of money? I don't think so, right? But obviously, they care more about the bottom line. So it's a good opportunity for them as America. It's just like a very good opportunity for them to make a lot of money because the baseline is higher. There's money to be made, right? But are they pouring back? People will say an example is Liverpool. People will say, "Oh, but the owners they spend FSG spent 400 and something million." But the first two transfer windows, how was it? How would you rate Liverpool's first two transfer windows? For slots, they didn't buy him any player. I don't. Did you guys buy any player for him? Not this summer. The summer before. It felt like you guys sold more people than you bought people, or maybe you didn't really sell anybody. But last summer, the January transfer, you brought in Key. I don't know if that's when Chiesa came in, or maybe Chiesa came in the summer before. He came in the summer before, but in two transfer windows before this last one, you guys maybe brought in only maybe one or two players. For how much? Then now you now spend 400 and something. If you divide that by three transfer windows, how much is that? How much is that? 40 divided by three, that's about 130 million ish. 130 million ish is what they spent. And you talk about Spurs. How much has Spurs spent as a club? Under Ange, how much did they spend? They spent close to 150. For Thomas Frank again, they spent bigger money. So cumulatively, other clubs are they are ahead of Liverpool. If you talk about Liverpool, if we use Liverpool as a case study, they are ahead. Chelsea now don't have money to spend. We're spent to buy, right? And because of the owners have wasted all the money we have, we're spent to buy now. We have to sell players for us to buy because there's no money. People might think there's money, but they really, I don't think so. Rumors came out today that they're going to sell PEDRO NETO. I don't know how true that is, right? So, but we'll see. But I don't think, based on, so SSB, to answer your question, sorry it took so long. Based on the expectation, there's much more people, much more viewership worldwide, much more money coming into the sports. So, based on that expectation, I don't think American owners have done well, considering the bottom line or the baseline, the amount they are taking at the back end. Do you get? Take an example. Look at the Crystal Palace manager. Guys, let's like the life. If you are new here, like the life. If you're also new, subscribe. We're on our way to 5K before mid of the year. Take for instance Crystal Palace as a club, right? They have American owners too. Look at how many people they've sold. They sold Easy, almost 60 something million. They sold Zaha. Okay, before Zaha, they sold Easy. They sold Gehi. They sold they were about selling Mateta. They sold which other person did they sell? You guys should remind me. I feel like they sold three people. Why am I thinking they sold three people? Right? They've sold a couple of people. Say Villa are ahead and they barely spend. But I don't think so. Oh, they sold Olise, right? They sold Olise, so they've sold so many players and they've brought in Strand Larsen. How much did they pay for Strand Larsen? About I don't know if it's about 50 million. Someone should check. How much did they pay for Strand Larsen? How much they pay for Strand Larsen? I don't know, but that's their record signing. Compare how much they've gotten in terms of profit, in terms of where they've been finishing in the league, the profit those guys have gotten in, the amount of players they've sold, and what they've bought is nothing. Okay, Zaha was released on a free. Okay, Zaha was released on a free. That's good. But still, compare. Let's compare how much the owners of Crystal Palace have made in terms of their sales, in terms of the way, because you talk of they won the FA Cup. The FA Cup is not much money, but even as it's not much money, they will still get, there's still some incentives in terms of sponsorship and all of that. If their sponsorship was 1 million for certain things, for that FA Cup that they won, that's brought them out a bit. When sponsors come, they could collect 1.2 or 1.5. I don't know how much. I'm just pushing out figures there. Do you get what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, at the end of the day, you talk about you just talk about they are not putting in enough money as they are taking out. And we can go on, the Glazers are there. And Drew mentioned Aston Villa, right? Aston Villa, but Aston Villa, do they have American owners? Yes, Adam Morton and Lacrosse, exactly. Adam Morton is from the academy, right? Adam, or no? No, 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 no. They bought Adam Morton. I think they bought Adam Morton. You guys should remind me. I think they bought. Why am I thinking he's from the academy? I feel like they bought Adam Morton when he. Let me see what's in clubs. I'm kind of forgetting now. Yeah, they bought him from Blackburn Rovers. Yeah, I remember. Right? They took a chance on him. Yeah, they bought him from Blackburn. They bought him for Blackburn. They are going to sell that brother for about 100 million. Do you get what I'm saying? And you see, that's the trick. They wanted to buy Achimpong from us. Just as they bought Gehi, they wanted to buy Achimpong from. They bought Gehi for 20 million. How much did they sell him for? You can argue that oh, they didn't really sell him for much money, but how much did they sell him to Manchester City? Was it less than 20? Anyways, Chelsea still collected from that, right? But Adam Morton will go for almost 90 million. Worst case scenario. So yeah. SSB say North American sports are mostly based on TV rights and contract. Exactly. Other than that, EPL, the rest of the world football is, are still living in the 20th century. Yeah, based on TV rights and contract, exactly. Yeah, so yeah, 20 million for Gehi. Aston Villa. Yeah, yeah. Aston Villa don't have American owners. You understand? You say, and West Edens, who is an American. Is it for Aston Villa? Dara, are you talking of Aston Villa? Okay, let's get back to predictions. We stopped at, but it's good conversations though. I like to have this conversation. Let's go to Sunderland, Liverpool. Unfortunately, we don't have the red corner today, but going back to the result between Sunderland and Liverpool, it doesn't look good, bro. I'll tell you guys now. The head-to-head does not look good. Mainly draws. Okay, 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 okay. So Aston Villa also has an Egyptian. They also have an American owner, but maybe majority owners are Egyptians, right? So, by the end of the day, what do you guys think? Sunderland, Liverpool. What do you guys say? I'm going for a 2-2 draw. Ah! Oh my God, Foxy, why? Sunderland 4. Oh my goodness. If Kingsley hears this, he'll be devastated. I'm just praying he gets the result because and his slot and his club is really doing things to him. It's not easy. It's not easy being a fan. He comes exactly. Thank you. He said when Slot's neck is on the line, he comes out with a result. Exactly. That's it. Thank you. And you know the sack rumors have been coming out. Oh, Slot is going to be sacked. I started to see Alonso rumors this morning. Oh, Alonso will replace him when he's sacked. This is then what he does to quiet the noise. He goes to Aston. He goes just me thinking. He goes to Sunderland and he wins 2-1, and everybody keeps quiet again. Right? Foxy is saying, Foxy is saying, it's a 4-0, and Kingsley returns in March. Foxy, why? Please, why? Kingsley will be back tomorrow. I'm hoping he's back tomorrow in studio. Win, lose or draw, he's back. Right? Personal reasons. He's out for personal reasons. So yeah, lucky saying. It's a about time Glazers do something similar last year. Sell Rasmus Højlund and buy Ederson or Tonali or Baliba. Yep. Wow. Okay. Lucky is back in Liverpool. 3-2 win. Slot is calm under pressure. That's the kind of scoreline. Yeah, and it's the same thing SSB said. That kind of game can low-key end 3-2. Or Liverpool could even go and win like maybe 3-1 or 3-0. Do you get what I'm saying? But I'll say it's a 2-2 draw. If I was to if I was to give an honest opinion, I would just say 2-2 draw. Because that's the smell blood. That's the safest prediction. 2-2 draw, right? That's the safest prediction to give. Which other ones do we have here? Let me see if there's anybody. Oh, we didn't talk about okay, we talked about Fulham, Man City Fulham. So the last one we have is Brentford Arsenal. I saw Liam. Liam came on the live. I think he's jumped off. This is a game where I'm expecting Arsenal to win. No excuses. No excuses. No draws. I think Liam's off the live now, but I know Liam came on the live. Uh, he was saying Liverpool, and Chelsea have one thing in common: both bad at defending a title. Come on, Liam. Come on, you guys are actually when we've won titles, we've not defended them properly. That's true. You're right, but let's see. But you guys need to win a title too. You need to win it, right? Win it, then let's see how you guys defend it, right? So Brentford, Arsenal. I'll say this is a game that could comfortably end 1-0. Okay, but SSB saying, say, I'm telling you, Merino is a big loss and to eventually show. Yeah, yeah, that's the thing, right? Arsenal wins, City keeps winning, Arsenal on their toes. Yeah. And I'm sure that loss of yesterday, it pained more Arsenal fans than even pained Liverpool fans. Because Arsenal fans were hoping, especially when Soboslai scored, they were hoping for it to be 9 points clear. But you know the funny thing, how many seasons ago? Was it 2 seasons ago? Arsenal were 8 points clear with 14, 11 games to go or so, or 10 games to go. And City won the league. Oh God, Arsenal could have had like 2 league titles. Arsenal could have had 2 league titles. They really bottled stuff, right? Arsenal keeps focusing on the pitch, difficult game going 3-1. Anyways, that's all from me. If you're new on this on the live, please like the video before you go watch something else. We're on our way to 5K. Final thoughts from me would be one positive is Harvard, exactly. He said, and the why is Pedro Neto very emotional? What happened to Pedro Neto? He misses. Okay, he misses. You mean he misses chances or what? He is mid. Okay, okay. I don't know. Like Pedro Neto, I saw him yesterday. It felt like there was few chances. Oh, he misses Maresca. Why? Because Maresca had so much emphasis on wingers, right? And this man, his philosophy is kind of different, where you are flexible to play any part of the pitch. Make sure any pocket you occupy, do your job properly. I think that's just the difference. Huh? Serious? Yes, yes, yeah. I actually saw that he took Chelsea out of his bio on Instagram. That's crazy, man. Wow. Wow. You see players. Fafana too has already done this before. Where he took out Chelsea, then he said, oh, he's trying to have a fresh start. Yeah, maybe if he wants to go. Yeah. He said no hard feelings will be lost if he yeah, he'll probably be replaced properly. Yeah. If we sell him, we bought him for how much? We sell him for 60 million or 65 million. We get good money from him. Yeah, and go and get someone else. We'll be fine. Right? Yeah, he's a good runner. Yeah, but if Maresca is in yeah, if Maresca is in City, maybe he goes there, right? But they already have enough wingers. So final thoughts for me would be I'm expecting I'm expecting simplicity tomorrow from Liam Rosinoff. I'm expecting simplicity. I'm expecting keep it simple. We need a win against Leeds. For Arsenal is playing the other, I think on Thursday or so. Um, Liverpool. When does Liverpool play? Just curious. When does Liverpool play? Liverpool plays on Wednesday, so there's still time to preview that, anyways. But I'll have my eyes on Tottenham, Newcastle, and I'll have my eyes on West Ham also. West Ham, Manchester United. Let's see if the guy is going to cut his hair. 5 straight wins, right? But apart from that, we'll catch you guys. I'll catch you guys tomorrow. Hopefully, tomorrow will be a big stream. Hopefully, Kingsley is back in the studio. Ash will be here because he's been scheduled. From the schedule, I see Ash is coming into the studio tomorrow. So thank you, Lucky, for joining us. Drew, thank you very much. SSB, we appreciate it. For commenting. Foxy, thanks for always coming. Dara, much appreciated. Lucky, Dorcas, Liam, CFC Gamer was here. Big up. I appreciate you guys for always coming, for supporting us, right? It's not easy. You give your 1 hour to us to come and listen to what we have to say, right? And we chat and yeah, discuss football. We really appreciate it. I'll see you guys tomorrow. We'll have a big we'll have tomorrow will be a big stream because we'll have more people in the studio. I'm hoping, right? So bye. We'll catch you guys tomorrow. Good night.